Hello and welcome. Jagger kept nagging me, Christian, please, please, there's no meaningful piano version of it out there. Please do one of Angie. Well, you can either block his number, which you just don't really do, or well, then I said, okay, then let's do it. I hope you like it, learn it. I will report to him. See you in my help section. Hello everybody to my help section. This song is dedicated to all the Angies, Angelas or Angelos or whoever, but all the others may also play it. This song has been taught many times in the just standard version. I think there are about a zillion tutorials. I played my own tutorial, so you know I like to put a little bit of bluesy stuff and a little bit of just variation on the main theme that everybody knows anyway. Where's the difficulty? I know I will just repeat an old song, but this time I'm gonna go 1 or 2 minutes again into the slides because there are always new ones on my tutorials. The slides, I call them slides, in classical called grace notes, but we have them from blues, where you really slide. It's the bending of a note in with the blues voice or the harp or something that this simulates. And we have a target note here. This is the main note, but it's just like the voice is breaking a little. We just touch this one slightly, and don't believe you can do that in a satisfying fashion within 5 minutes. Some students think, yeah, if I don't manage it during the tutorial time, it's too hard. That's an illusion. Especially this technique, or we have a close relative like this one, is such a great toy in pop piano, in blues, and everywhere. You know it. Every professional knows how to play this. And it's not so hard, but you gotta give it time to this little detail. We have a look at this one. Again, this is just, you know, it needs a little bit of time. Just need a little bit of time to ride the bicycle, but once you have it, it's an invaluable, powerful little thing, such a bicycle. And we have the same effect here a lot of the times in this song, where we do create the same sound, but upward. And so we have to take 2 fingers, but the same thing. Tie it very much, and this is just a little dip on the head. But then here goes the energy, like here's the energy, dab, dab. And then we have moments where the 5th finger is joining in, doing the same, practice it on its own, this thing and this thing. And we have also a relative, like with this one here. So this is basically the main problem for newbies in this song. Not many notes, a couple of runs I will show, but this is the newest element to many of you. So we have this together with the A. Yes? Take your time. Take your time. It's probably the most rewarding thing. You did this live. Possibly. Maybe second after washing your car last Sunday. So, and then you do this one. Coming from the wrist a little bit. That doesn't sound like, I don't know, German woodblock. No? It's still music. It's still music. And so once you got that, you're quite settled to play this. We have this now with the 4th and 5th finger also. So again, and you can use it in many great tutorials. It's just sound-wise, you're one level up just by this little thing. You have to be careful here with a couple of runs. The first chorus is you can play that from sight. From my slow replay that is coming after this, very slow replay, because that's really not like you can play, of course, like. The basic is the first thing is introducing the theme in a very clear fashion, and then comes the next chorus, where I try to give you a little bit of headache, so keep your aspirin ready. But just to mention, just before the start of the second chorus, we have this thing like. And here we have already in a line a couple of these moments with the slides, like here first one, and here. Yeah, so in fact, the notes are easy. Notes are with the slides. It's nicer, you must admit. Even you must admit that. Then we're coming to the second chorus where I'm like doing variations already. It's also still quite easy to work out. Then we have, and in these passages where I'm reaching out to the higher bits, it's important that you tie these lines in order to sound musical. Like, let's take this one. Look at my finger setting. I have to reach out for the C here, right? By intuition, you would play, now you would play the fourth finger on the A and the fifth on the B. And then you cannot tie anymore to the C and it sounds crap. So what we try to do is third finger here. We want to reach with the fifth finger here. And then, so, yeah, you can manage, but you can let go of this one. No, it's not, nobody nailed it there. Or do you see a nail in my fingernail? No. It's just called fingernail. There's no nail in it. Okay. And then, now we have the fourth finger available. And now we have to do the same to go down. And then okay, so do this. This is also a very common pattern here. So this is all the time the C is being on top. It's a kind of a drone lick if you're from a blues channel. So it's a very popular pop piano sound. Also, it's very emotional. And it's familiar to your ears from radio, from everywhere, and from my channel, of course. Very popular pop piano sound, and because it's emotional, it's just really great. Okay, then we go on. Then we come to this thing on the D minor bit. First, I would like to mention this is I like to call it a chewing gum piece. The Stones would probably not like me to say that. It means, in the way I play it, you can stretch it. You know, you've seen I stretch the tempo quite madly. Like, you can really take your time. You see? Nobody is behind you except me, and you cannot see me. So you must not take everything so literal from the 18s or 16s. You can just, you know. That gives you the advantage that if you stretch a little bit and you can stretch it, you still grab a can of beer. And nobody will realize, you know, dum, and off you go to your butt and just have a sip and go back, and you're still in time, and nobody has realized you just had your beer. So you can empty like a 6-pack during this piece if you like. So now we come to this another run where I strongly advise you to copy also my finger setting. Some of you like to say, I have my own finger setting. Yeah, please do, but then you won't improve and won't sound good. So sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Now we have this, is the first run that is going up here. And that was wrong, Christian. You just had a beer too much. It's so we're in A minor. So the next note is the C. And you want to have the fourth finger here, naturally. So you don't play this one, but this one. Important. Now comes the D, and again second we spread up here to reach here, and then to finally get a rest to the tension here. Safe harbor, home button, we are in A. So it's quite a tense, suspenseful run. Especially this one, huh? In A, it's the D in A. D in A, okay. Tension note, and then we're landing in A. Okay? So, just the finger setting, and then you can also spread this like a chewing gum, again, like. Okay? Then, if you feel free, at your next beer, you play. What the heck is that, Christian? What are you doing there to the poor students? Like D, 16ths, yeah? 1 and 2 and What is that in between? The good ones know it already. It's triplets. And one and yeah, wahan and two and three. But you can also play it here at lip. At lip means rubato, stretch a little at your own skill. You can even, like, if you want, well, do so. If you like it, you do so. Now we have this, another jump here. One of those runs that you think you're going to die of. Now, we have this. And then we jump. Is that the one higher? Sorry. No, it's not. Ah, Christian. Okay. And then we have the A. You see, in doing these runs, they have a different color. Yeah, I put a different color in it. It has something like swaying, something lofty, because I use tension notes. Like, I start with the, we are in A minor, I start with the B. Ready? So, you see? It's a little bit of jazz. But not really, but just the principle. Tension notes. And tension note, and landing on the chord note. Okay, so that's again Angie. Triplets again, I just told you. One, different triplets. Da 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 da. And here we have this, which you by now can play. Now it's, I believe, is the hardest bit coming, and I can only focus here on the hard bits. Because the reason is because I offer separate choruses of the same song, so my songs are a little bit longer than just the basic chorus verse, and that's it. So we have to jump a little bit, but you get diversity. Okay, now, do you know the movie Anchorman with Will Ferrell? And he's sitting with boss. They have the morning conference. And the boss wants to introduce more diversity. And the boss asks, into the round, asks, so, what is diversity? And nobody is raising, like, they're all idiots, basically, in this film, but it's a great movie. And then Will Ferrell, he's the wannabe great, smart guy. He raised his hand and said, well, diversity is an old wooden ship from the Spanish War. I just love that film. Okay, so we want diversity, you get diversity, you get an old wooden ship from the Spanish War. Now, and it's this one. Ding! So, let's have a look at this. What you do is, you manage to do this with 1, 2, 3, right? I know it. And as I said, if you don't manage it, you do a little cut here. You go to the surgeon at the petrol stop or just with your own little knife. You cut open here and immediately you will have a longer stretch. Now, and you use so that you can use the fourth finger here and you can tie the upper bit here. Then, so, yeah, that's the hardest chord here. It's 4 notes. Oh my God, Christian, that's harder than flying to Mars with the hands bound between your and gagged between your back. No, it's not. It's just we have 5 fingers, so you can play 4 notes. Okay, again, you tie, then you play the A minor. Sorry, it's not the A minor. It's the F. See the chords. See what it is. It's F. It's an inversion of F. If you see the structure, you're not going crazy because there's so many notes. I want to stop here. No, it's just an inversion of F. Okay, and then we go. You just take these 3. And what did I say? It's another inversion of F. You see? It just sounds great. And then you're in quiet waters again. And then just 1 G. Also 4 notes. That was the hardest bit probably, except the run that is still coming. I'm going to show you. So. Okay. F, F, F. Then this little strange person here, and then G. Okay. Take those out, those little 2 bars, do it separately, and so now we have this. And now, get on your helmets, get on your face masks. Now you know what they're good for. And we have this. So we start here. It's a drone lick. We are here. A is on top. It's just the thing I explained to you in the beginning with the slide note. Then we move over 5th finger. And we do the same. One more time. Keep in mind the elements, not the single notes. Keep in mind we have the drone lick here. Here. Move over. Was I right? Sorry. Yeah. Now you move over to and wrong, Christian. That's the end, okay? And then and here again, upward and back in the safe harbor with the warm water of the Middle Sea in it. And then we have one last run. Okay, now we have a look at this run here. It starts, yeah, so that's just one line later. It's so let's have a look at this run. Ready? These are the first notes. Now, trick number 17 is now you take the thumb to move further up, because we want to go up. And so this bit is basically plenty of it is blues scale in A. Blue note. Then same again, 2, 2. And now it's called, I only know the German term. You know, when you do your shoelaces, what do you have them? It's called a slope. This figure you have afterwards, and you know. So loop, is it called a loop? I don't know. Okay, so it's basically like this. It's a classical figure, so it needs a little bit of skill. That and it's played in one motion, and the last note must be the one of the bar. You can also, in this case, slow it down. You cannot do it in fast cases like, because you don't have the time. But here, so that's my suggestion. You come on like and now that's totally fine. And here comes the actual death trap of the piece. And this is, the left hand is setting in with a little bit of a rhythm section. And this is this one. You know, this is where the beat actually is entering in some very soft way. Yeah? 1 and 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And it's always the same pattern. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and da 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 da. Then later on, 1 and 3 and 1 and 3 and 2. If you cannot, like I play this, 1 and 3 and 4, you can let go here, or you just repeat the one you can play. 1 and 3 and 4. It's really not taking away much, so you can really take that. 1 and 2 and and so on. During this bit, you have to be watch out what comes together with this rhythmic pattern in the left hand. So, how do we do that? It's 1, ba, ba, here, together. 1, ba, da, da, dum, da, da, dum. Figure out here yes, this is the trickiest bit. I was wrong about the chord. This is the trickiest bit, but if you manage to do it, it gives a nice rocking feeling. Bum, ding, 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 Okay, one more bar and then I gotta leave you. It's getting very long again, this tutorial. Mostly they come together. Again, we have these 4 chord notes here. that's for you. That's for you to practice where those come together. You can always do it with the media file, it makes it much easier, or with the notes. But I think we went, yes, and then it's already the end. So yes, there are a couple of hard bits, but you got to work for beauty. That's always been like that. Like the ladies amongst you, you spend probably an hour just for the eye shade in front of the mirror every morning, and so you got to work for beauty, and it's not different in piano playing. I hope you like it, and hope you can post your version if you manage it. Post your version here under the song. I will comment on it, and it would be lovely to get some feedback from you. And all the best from Berlin. Now is coming this slow replay for the song, and you can see all the details there. Bye bye from Berlin. Take care. All the best. I hope you liked my video and that you learned something. Now you can subscribe. Just press this subscribe button or click on another of my videos on this side. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.